Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's Saturday, something different. A Saturday morning live stream. See if I get anybody to show up. It's very cool today. It's supposed to rain, and we'll see how long I can do this. Hello, Maria. Give me hugs. How are you? Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for being here. How's your day going so far? Yeah, so far so good. One of those days I didn't want to get out of bed earlier, but I have things to do. So I figured I'd do a quick little live stream, see what's going on. It is, I mean, considering the last 5 days over here was in the 80s, and today I really believe, let me see what my phone says here. Today, 64. They're predicting all kinds of thunder showers today off and on. So we'll see what happens with that. But in the meantime, sitting out on my balcony. The geese are here. I can change this. Oh, the geese. There's one family here. Oh, look, they want to get fed. They want to get fed. Over here is the bigger family. I don't have food for you guys yet. I feed later. I feed later. I feed later. They're crazy. They're crazy. What are you gonna do? Hello, hello, Alma. How are you? How's everything going? Did you just see? I just showed. There's one family of the geese and the babies. The other family, as soon as I stood up, they got up. They think they're gonna eat. I'll throw them some seed for now. So how you doing, Alma? How's everything going? I'm not stepping on your live stream, am I? Were you gonna do a live stream, Alma, or? I think I can. It's not gonna work. I wanted to put the phone down for half a second to do something like that. Too much stuff. Feed the birds, feed the birds, feed the birds. Feed the birds. Feed the birds. Toppins of that. Probably my butt crack was showing. Sorry about that, guys. They want it right now. Who knows? How's everyone doing? Who'd I miss? Who'd I miss? Mr. Ron Buckley, hello. How are you? Thanks for showing up. Oh, little Louis is still inside. He's sleeping off a drunk. It's unbelievable. That little guy is just unbelievable. I'm surprised I got any sleep at all. He told me a joke last night was unbelievable. Actually, he didn't tell me. He didn't tell it to me. It was Ty told it to me. Could barely sleep last night. Ty was all over the house singing and dancing and par for the course around here. But yeah, oh goodness gracious. Sound like I got a cold today. I mean, I feel good. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm just overtired. So that's how I sound. Hello, Sharon. Long time no see. How are you? Good to see you. How's everybody? How's Cookie Cookie? Figured I'd do a little live stream. I'm not going to be here for an hour, guys, but figured sitting outside. It's 64 degrees, even though the last 5 days it was in the 80s. Today is much cooler. They're predicting some type of rain and showers, thunder showers and stuff like that. Mr. Green Bay Wacky, hello, how are you? Yes, I totally understand. Wow, thank you for stopping by. I am honored, sir. Green Bay Wacky is my brother in Christ who has a wonderful, wonderful live stream he does. He does a lot of live streams, but he does a special one on Thursday, a prayer stream that he does that is just really amazing. Super, super amazing. And his other live streams are great, a lot of energy, really funny guy. I suggest go over, give him some love. He does sometimes all-night live streams. Sometimes he does stuff a little bit earlier. And I give you all the success and prosperous, good feelings in the world. I'll keep you in my prayers as always. And that prayer stream is just amazing, Green Bay Wacky. I mean, what a great thing to start up. Super, super amazing. Sharon, you lost power. Wow, what happened? Oh, man. I think it was back in March. Wow. I think it was back in March. Wow. Truck of mine I fixed this morning for just 31 bucks. Yeah, that's you're great. I mean, I love your videos about just stuff that seems simple and a lot of people might not understand, like about the front wheel drive versus rear wheel drive and stuff. I love stuff like that because those help me, because I'm one of those people, unfortunately. I mean, I'm good with computers and stuff like that, but when it comes to cars, I stick in the key and if it doesn't start up, I'm pretty much lost. So I love learning stuff like that. Even when the video you did with the diesel engine and you showed how to start it up on a cold morning, that's pretty cool. A lot of people don't know anything like that. Too bad. If I knew you would be here, I would have brought a couple more hats out. Oh, Green Bay Wacky has the most amazing energy. It's just awesome. Ron, what's the weather like over in the Middle East right now? I bet you it's very warm. Yeah, this is just, of course, my hair. I have not dealt with it today, and it's getting very long and very thick, so it kind of stands up and everything. I'll look like Mo if I do that. But yeah, I have so many hats. Just threw one on to do the live stream, and my hair is a little wacky. We like the casino. That's cool. That's cool. Emma, hello. How are you? Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. Cookie Cookie is here. I knew you'd show up. How's Cookie Cookie today? 105. Wow. Hey, thanks, Green Bay Wacky. Yeah, hit that like button if you can for me. I got 10 people in here. That's amazing. For 10 people for me on a time that I've never done a live stream. I've never done a live stream at this time. So 10 people for me, that's amazing. That's really, really cool for me. 11. Yeah. It fluctuates. The most I've ever had is 20. And that's because a lot of my live streams are either later at night or, well, on the East Coast, you know, living over here in New England. On the East Coast, you know, a lot of times my live streams might be like 11 in the morning for people on the Pacific, and maybe they're not interested in watching a live stream at 11 in the morning, but hey, you know what? It's all about fun. And so, you know, it's not who I don't have here, it's who I do have here. So that's pretty cool. Wyatt Gaming, hello. Thank you for being so supportive of my channel. I appreciate it so much. Wyatt Gaming, I think you watch every one of my videos. I appreciate that a lot. You always leave a comment. That's pretty cool. Emma, thank you for smashing that like. Yes, Alma's still here. Yeah, she's being a lurker, I guess. Alma is Yeuna's Journeys. She's doing an amazing job right now of eating healthy and exercising, and she does a live stream pretty much every morning. And you know, this is the side of my house with the river. Looks like a stream, but it's a river. Here are the geese. Fed them seeds. They don't want it. They want bread or something bigger. Here's the other geese family. You know, I live so close to like civilization, but still so far. But you know, with the street that's way on the other side over there, you still hear every single siren. It's crazy. Hey, thank you, Green Bay Wacky. Thank you so much. This is, yeah, I have a video on my channel. Like, I kept the camera out here for like a half hour, and just the birds and everything. After a while, you don't hear it. So just keeping my camera out here for like a half hour and then go back and watch it and listen. It's like, it's funny how you get immune to the sounds of nature. I never thought it would happen to me. Living in this house for the last year and a half now, since I bought this house. I mean, you hear it, but there's a lot of times you don't hear it. It's weird. It's very weird. No, there's no Monopoly on time. Live when it suits you. We all support one another. Of course. Yeah, I didn't mean to insinuate that. Monopoly's a great game. I mean, I haven't played Monopoly. I had the, for my PlayStation 2, I think, I had a Monopoly game, which was a lot easier playing that without the... I mean, it's great playing a real game, don't get me wrong. I like playing a real game. I'm probably getting all choppy now. I talk too fast, and my Wi-Fi, if I'm buffering or anything, please let me know. But, Monopoly's a great game, but it was great playing the electronic version because there was no cleanup, and the animations were cool and stuff like that. Yeah, we got 3 geese family. There's 2 of them here right now. The family that has the oldest geese and the most, they have 10 babies and they're almost full grown. But all of these geese were all born within a week of each other. But it's amazing how fast they grow. They go from being small to full grown almost overnight, it seems. It's just, what a blessing for me to be able to live this close to civilization. And then my mom, she lives, because I'm the last house on this dead end. And on the next street behind me where I am now, she's the last house on that dead end. So what a blessing it was to buy a house so close to her, to be able to help out and be close and have that much more grass to cut and all this other stuff. No, I mean, I used to live about 10 miles away, but it was, you know, with the highway and traffic and in the middle of the city, and it's amazing. You know, 10 minutes away is like the city, like in the like downtown city type, and then to be just, I mean, Rhode Island has so, I mean, we're so small, but we have so much diversity. It's amazing. And to just sit out here just to do this quick little live stream, what a real blessing. Yeah, the pixelated. Yeah, I'm sitting on my deck, and my Wi-Fi is inside, and I have a lot of problems when I try to do my daily vlog. I do it from outside, and I get that whole audio is not synced up to my lips thing, and it's hard to fix sometimes. I wish I knew a way that it wouldn't even get that way, but you know, I get a little glitch in the video, and then the audio gets off, and I'm like, oh, I hate having to deal with that. Yeah, I move around. I talk too fast. I move too fast. I'm terrible. Hey, BR Fam TV. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for stopping by. It worked, Green Bay Wacky. Yeah, you tweeted about it. I appreciate that so much. Maria, thank you. Thank you very much. It does make Mom happy. Makes Mom very happy. The fact that, you know, it's it's little blessings sometimes. You don't really realize what a blessing, a small, something that's so, it seems so basic as just living close could be such a blessing. Just the fact that I don't even need to get in the car to get to her house. We took a section of fence down and just walk right over through my backyard into her backyard. And what an amazing thing that is, just to not even have to go up and down streets. And but yeah, oh goodness. Now see, I should look into that Green Bay Wacky about Ethernet and another wireless router. I definitely should think about doing that. I should look up a video on YouTube and do it. I learned so much just from YouTube videos. Honestly, I learned so much because, especially being a newer homeowner. Hey, Ron, sorry. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here, and stay safe over there, man. Really, come back home safe. I learned so much being a homeowner. Just even when I needed to change the doorknobs when I moved in, first thing I wanted to do was change the doorknobs because, you know, you never know. This house used to be, the last owners used to rent it out, and there were many people over the years that, I think 3 different groups of people that rented this house out in the 5 years that the last owners owned it, and you never know. So I never changed the doorknob in my life. I went from my parents' house to renting an apartment for almost 13 years, and then here. So watch a YouTube video. Hey, this was pretty good. I went to Home Depot, bought the doorknobs I wanted, put them up. Just, I love the fact that I felt so accomplished that I learned how to do that. Yeah, so that's cool. I should definitely learn how to do that. Hey, thank you. Well, you know what? To me, my very first video I did for it was back in December. I started my daily vlog, and I've been doing it every day since December. But the very first video, I laid it on the line and I said, I'm a pretty easygoing guy, and you know, I might be boring at times, but I try to be very welcoming and warm, and I tell people from that very first video, you know, if that's not your type of thing, then don't watch. But if it is your type of thing, I try to be funny here and there. I do love the comedy stuff that I do. You know, I haven't done a lot of it lately, and I mean, I'm getting back into it, but I try to be pretty easygoing. I mean, I look like I just woke up. It's just one of those slower days and everything. But I guarantee you, you know, you watch my channel, you'll probably laugh from time to time. Okay, thanks a lot, Alma. Thanks for being here. If you use a laptop, you can get a CAD. I have a desktop computer. I don't have a laptop. Oh, that'd be cool. See, I'm still like in the Stone Ages. You know, my desktop computer is about 8 years old now. Starting to slow down a lot on different, probably because all I have saved on it. Get a Cat 7 Ethernet. I thought for a second there, I thought it said Cab 7. And I was like, wow, he makes Ethernet cables now too? Wow, what a great guy. A Cat 7 Ethernet cable, 150 feet for like 15 bucks. I love eBay. That would be cool. You can't probably do that with a desktop computer, can you? That's you know what, and you know, you're right, Green Bay Wacky, because just being myself, that's the easiest thing for me. I mean, I play different characters in some of my comedy videos, but being myself is the easiest thing for me to do because it comes out naturally. And my instinct is to be a down-to-earth guy. I hate getting mad, and I hate yelling, and I hate all that. I'm kind of like a Bob Ross without being cool. Bob Ross, you know, was just this easygoing painter that made these beautiful, beautiful paintings on PBS, and he was so soft-spoken and everything. I'm not anything like that, but I try to always handle things by saying, okay, well, let's take a look at the situation. I try not to fly off the handle and blow up, but you know, I'm human, and I'm a man, so it happens. But if I could be like Bob Ross, that would be really cool. Oh, that's cool. Thanks for being here, BR Family TV. That's really, really cool that you found me through Green Bay Wacky. Green Bay Wacky is just amazing. Helps a lot of people. Helps a lot of people. I don't know if that's a Rhode Island thing or what. A lot of people. Cab 7. Yeah, Cab 7 is funny. He's funny without even trying to be funny because he's just so smart. And And when he tries to be funny, he's funny too. But yeah. Put on my patio tent with my. Yeah, you're right. I wasn't thinking that way. Kelly Paulson, hello, welcome. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it because I know you're always busy. Bob Ross, yeah. Bob Ross, gone too soon. Cancer took him away. Thanks, Green Bay Wacky. We love you too. Thanks for that prayer stream. That's just amazing. I'm at work. I usually work second shift. I'm at work when your prayer stream goes. Being on the East Coast here, I try to. I mean, I have it on and I type as I can for as long as I can and try to listen. And it's such a blessing. There's been such a great amount of support for that, which you don't know sometimes, because a lot of people, I pray for understanding because a lot of people, the first instinct, hey Rob, how you doing? Michigan, the man is here. A lot of people's first instinct is to get offended. I notice that a lot in life, that a lot of people don't take, it's not even correction sometimes. It's almost like, if you go to someone and say, listen, can I tell you something? That's really not how we do this. We're going to try to do this or whatever. Someone's first instinct is to get offended. And the Bible says offenses will come. It's just, it's hard to try to say something to somebody because the first instinct in many cases is that person is going to get offended and they might take offense, obviously. And be like, well, who do you think you are and this? But, I mean, to start up a prayer stream that has been, laid it all on the line to say that the Lord, you said you wanted to do it, and then, the Lord put it on your heart to follow through, and it's just been, I mean, who would have thought? I mean, people come out of the woodwork to say, yeah, I'm a Christian, yeah, I'm saved, and I'm a prayer warrior and all that. Just amazing. Amazing, amazing. Pride, yes. Pride is something that is very underrated because to some people, I mean, a lot of people have it and they don't know they have it until they're offended. And a lot of people won't, obviously, that they won't get past that. And it's sad. My first instinct is to take offense. And I don't allow that to show. I mean, I put that in my head and then I say, okay, what are we going to do with this? What does this person mean? Are they doing this to be mean? Are they doing this to be supportive? And 99 out of 100 times it's to be supportive. So then that whole offense thing, I just get over that and I take it for face value. And I appreciate when someone wants to tell me something for the greater good. And that's part of teaching, and that's the way it should be. But pride gets in the way of a lot of things with people. And the first instinct, I mean, I've heard it so many times. Who do they think they are to tell me what to do? Or who do they think they are to correct me? Like, I don't know. And it's this whole big bubble happens of just, it's a mess. It's a mess. So Rob, how you doing? How's everything? It's really early where you guys are. I mean, it's I know it's oops. Went to go and try to flick my phone and almost tipped it right over. But that's how I usually am. It's 11:35 where I am. And it's even early. I mean, I'm a second shift guy, so I try to sleep in the mornings where I can see. I'm reading and try to sleep in when I can. And I was reading Green Bay Wacky says, here he comes. Bits and Bites with Bets. Hello, how are you? I'm looking forward to that video when you get everything together. That's really cool. That's really cool. Betsy has a wonderful Facebook. I met her through Facebook, and I'm trying to support the people that I am Facebook friends with to make sure that I'm connected on YouTube, because that was the main reason for me to start my Facebook. And definitely Betsy is I've heard so many great things about you as a person, and going to be checking out your channel more and more. Michigan, man, that's working weekends. I worked at Walmart for a couple of years, and I loved the job. Not my dream job, but I loved it. The only thing I hated was that I had to work weekends, and my full-time job days and nights at the time, both days and nights, depending on the day, but I worked Monday through Friday and then Walmart, and I couldn't do the two-job thing anymore. And praise God that I don't have to. Cab 7, hello. We were just talking about you before in a good light. But what a great, great man you are. Green Bay Wacky had put something about a Cat 7 Ethernet cable, and I misread it as Cab 7, and I said, wow, Cab 7, he even has his own brand of Ethernet cables now. The man is amazing. But this is really, really cool. Maria, thanks for still being here. I appreciate it. I mean, I try to be entertaining, guys. If I get boring, that's just the way I am sometimes. I treat these live streams as we talk about like whatever we talk about. I never usually have a game plan because I treat it like a group of friends getting together and just having a good time. And I just happen to be the one that's on camera. But I mean, we talk about anything you guys want to talk about. And I mean, sometimes depending on what happens, it falls a little flat. But for the most part, it's always a great time. So Sharon B is still here. That's awesome. Michigan, man, all I do is work. Yeah, sometimes I know that feeling sometimes. I'm sorry I get so close to try to read, especially now outside my glasses, they're transitioned, so they start turning dark. So all I do is work, but I have got a family and a beautiful wife to take care of. And that's the main thing, man. I mean, we do as, you know, sometimes, listen, and, you know, work, there's something to be said about hard work. I mean, that's in the Bible, but when it comes to working hard, it's, you know, it's a blessing to go to bed tired, but you know, they pay us because, you know, sometimes if it wasn't for the money, we wouldn't show up. I mean, somebody told me once at my job, they said, you know what, sometimes it sucks over here, but that's why they pay us to keep us coming back. I'm like, well, that's the job. I mean, why would you really go to, if you needed money, it's great to, it really is great to volunteer. I volunteer at my church. You know, I'm not the only cleaner there, but the fact that I'm a janitor in life, it was easier for me to help clean the church and organize and help with the buying of paper towels and toilet paper and tissue and cleaning supplies, because, you know, I'm gifted in knowing about that type of stuff and washing floors and cleaning the bathrooms. I can do stuff like that. I can't put a roof on the place, but I can help out when it comes to what I'm gifted at. But I love donating my time there. But if I need money for my mortgage, I need a job that's going to pay. So unfortunately, money is the real reason that I have a job. A job that I, you know, probably, you know, if it wasn't for the money, I wouldn't be doing. Nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, that's, you get your wages. That's the Bible, wages for your work, and that's all biblical. So, but I think money does make people on time. You know, if you got paid whether you showed up or not, I bet you most people wouldn't show up. But yeah, if I missed anybody that's in here, please, you know, write it. Excuse me, write again, and I'll give you a shout out. Tomorrow I'm going live with a new YouTube buddy, and we're going to look in. Wow, that sounds pretty cool. I'll try to catch that, Rob. You know, I'm one of those people, and I don't know. I know me. I don't know everybody, but I know me. And I really think, for me, whether I sleep 3 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours, I still wake up and I feel like I need more. And I just do the best I can on what I get. But it's crazy. I don't understand that. And then eventually, I don't really, I call it playing catch up. But eventually I get that day where it's like, no, then you sleep 12 hours if you really need to. And you still wake up and you feel like you need more. But there's been those days where, you know, just 3 days in a row and you sleep 3 hours. And for me, I almost get non-functional after a while. Green Bay Wacky got his RV fixed for 31 bucks. What, I mean, yeah, praise God for easy fixes, you know. That's why I love YouTube, because even something as simple as, you know, learning how to winterize a lawnmower. I mean, I wanted to make sure I was doing things right, and you find out these videos, and we have this big floor scrubber machine at work. I know how to use the big one. I got one in my building, and it's nice. It's, you know, it's self-propelled and everything like that. You hit the little on the trigger thing, and and it goes and it's nice. But we have slightly smaller ones that are not self-propelled. They're not really hard, but I had never used one before. And they're the slightly older ones, and different company. I put the name of the floor scrubber into YouTube, and I found this janitorial company that was showing how to use one. I'm like, this is great, because training at my place is kind of iffy, and I really would learn more, honestly, and this is the truth. I would learn more from watching a YouTube video about something than trying to have someone who doesn't know how to use something try to train me, because that's usually how it is at work. Usually the people that know nothing about it are the people that are training you, so it doesn't make much sense. So that YouTube video was pretty cool, because this does this, you do this to start it up, you do this is how you empty it. It was great. You know, it's like you're gonna do your own training at work, but you know, I'm willing to do that to make sure that I like that knowledge. I like the knowledge of being able to say, well, if I need to use one of these again, I know how to do it now. That way I can even be a teacher now, because I actually know about the machine. I don't want somebody that, you know, is a shirt and tie type boss that knows nothing about the machine trying to say, well, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. But yeah, I can figure it out myself, for that matter, you know, if you're just going to do that. Yes, absolutely, Green Bay Wacky, absolutely. Green Bay Wacky loves cottage cheese. Oh, cottage cheese is the bomb. I should have bought some. I'm eating a lot healthier, and I love to put a scoop of like fat-free cottage cheese right in with my salad. I learned that years ago. I don't know. Hey, Cliffsky the Creeper! Creepers and Illuminators unite! Is my non-existent muscle. Just from mopping. I got brute strength from mopping floors. Misty Dawn, the beautiful Misty Dawn. How are you? Thanks for being here. I'm going to be here. I'm going to try to be here like maybe another 5-10 minutes. Then I got to bail. I really got to try to do something outside before the rain comes. It's overcast, but it doesn't look like rain yet. But around here, things can change in 5 minutes. We have an expression: if you don't like New England weather, wait around another 5 minutes. Man, look what you started. Misty, how's your daughters doing? How's your family? Misty is a beautiful lady with beautiful family. Creepers. Clearsky the Creeper does some amazing videos about Portland, Oregon, and I'm probably very ignorant on the subject, but when I think of Portland, I think of a place that is very, you know, kind of like. Of course, all the geese left because I didn't feed them. They'll be back though. They all went up the other sides actually, but I think of Portland being like this, like serene and wilderness and trees and woods and beauty and stuff like that. And then he does this video and I see cities and streets and cars, and I'm like, duh. Why do I? Portland is the type of place that, you know, doesn't have what everywhere else has. So I'm ignorant on the subject of saying that Portland doesn't have population and doesn't have city. You know, I think of like a whole bunch of lumberjacks living in log cabins, and that's my own fault for being idiotic to think that, you know, a whole state is going to be like that. So I apologize for that. I'm like, these videos are great. Look at this. This is like, because it's stuff I don't know. So I love learning. Green Bay Wacky, thanks for being here, man. I really, really appreciate it. Thanks for all your help. Yeah, I'm doing really good today. I'm tired, but I can get through that. I'm not tired with my body. I'm tired with my head, so I can get through that. It's an inside joke about cottage cheese. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Inside jokes are awesome. I love inside jokes. Inside jokes always put smiles on at least two people. On the faces of at least two people, but... Go Pack. Cookie, go Pack. Who do you think you are? No, just joking. Just joking. Listen, I'm a football fan. I am a late football fan. I got into football around 2007. So, I mean, I was like 33 before I finally probably watched a whole football game. And I've just been learning ever since. And I really, really enjoy it now. Thanks, man. Thanks for being here. May God richly bless you as we seek Him in beauty and in truth. Richness and in truth, beyond beauty. Beauty. See, I'm looking at myself. See, not. I mean, I'm a Libra. I don't believe in any of that stuff. But they say Libras love mirrors, and I'm always like saying, Jay, I want to make sure everything is, as good as it could be. Not that I love looking at myself in the mirror, but I just want to make sure I don't have a, big pimple on my nose or something. Richness and truth. That's what it is. I believe that. See, that's, what you learn in school, you kind of hold into your brain, and that's the only, experience you have of something. But, they always taught that there's a lot of trees in Oregon. Yeah, well, there's a lot of trees everywhere, but you get misconstrued in your head to think that Oregon is just nothing but trees and a bunch of lumberjacks. So I apologize for that. But I love your videos where you explore different things. And I mean, even I'm a big wrestling fan. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a pro wrestling fan, and I get it. I get the pro wrestling thing. It's either you love it or you hate it, and it's a big entertainment thing, and I've just been involved with it for so long. I mean, I've been watching since, oh look, I've been watching forever. Here's one of the families here. They won't let me zoom in because it's a live stream, but that's one of the families with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the big, they have 10. And that wasn't the family that was here. When I started the live stream, 2 of the families here, because we feed them, so, they're always around. But here's this is either the mate and one more from that. This has got to be, because we don't have any that are just one and a baby, so they're probably trying to catch up to the other family. What's the matter with you guys? Why'd you get so far behind? Funny thing is, that baby is smaller. So that's kind of weird. I don't know. And across the way, I mean, the river. It's a river. It looks like a stream. It's a river because it's so deep. But there's so much like over here, all this mud over here. That's usually all water all the way up. But it has not rained consistently in weeks. So the water level is very, like, even across here, you see that it looks like the shore, like it's all mud. The water is usually all the way up to the greenery, so it's a lot. Oh, these sirens. Why? Just to get through that one red light way up there, they have to, you live in the middle of nowhere, but one street, and it has to be sirens galore, ever since I got out here. But anyway, yeah, it's like, I'm a big WWE fan, and either you love it or you hate it, and I just grew up with it, and then got involved, not with WWE, I got involved with the extreme minor leagues of pro wrestling, and I loved all that. But what was I getting at? Oh, they go to Portland once in a while, and I'm like, look at this state-of-the-art arena. Like, you look at it, and it looks just like every other arena that they go to across the country. It seats 10, 12, 15,000. I'm like, it blows my mind because I'm so ignorant about that. And I apologize that I think that way. I think that because it's Oregon, they can't have what everyone else has, and that's wrong of me, and I'm ashamed to say that I think that way. But let me get catched up. Let me get catched up, guys. Let me get caught up. Anyway. Oh gosh. Hey, thanks for being here, Creeper. I appreciate it so much. I did hear that Vader died, yeah. A former coworker of mine that retired, he's a big wrestling fan, and he's a big wrestling fan, and usually everything he tells me I already know because I'm a bigger wrestling fan, but it's just been a long week at work, and I didn't know. He actually texted me Wednesday or Thursday, whatever it was, and I was blown away because usually I know about that stuff. So when he told me, I'm like, oh man, I didn't know. And I knew he was sick, and I knew that he thought he was going to be dead before the end of the year, but he was doing so much better. But all it takes is just one setback. It just takes one. The human body, listen guys, I gotta be going, but the human body it's a precision biological machine. So much is happening in our bodies that all it takes is one thing to go a little caca, and and that's it. So, I mean, it's just terrible, you know, a fat man telling people to take care of themselves. But, you know, as I eat healthier and I'm starting to lose weight and working out and walking and kickboxing again and all that, please take care of yourself because, I mean, don't overdo it, but please stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water if you can. Um, Go to the doctor. Find out, you know, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't. You know, do some easy exercises. You know, eat a little healthier. You know, don't eat a whole pizza. You know, eat a couple of pieces. Walk away. You know, it's in moderation, but please, all it takes is one little thing to go wrong, and then we're in trouble. And with Vader, you know, he was doing a lot better, but you know, the heart is an amazing, amazing thing, and it keeps us alive. And when, you know, I don't have to tell people. I'm sure everyone knows or you know, has heard of or has had personal experience with someone close to them having congestive heart failure, having a heart attack, having a heart scare. Myself included. I've told this before, and you know, not to beat a dead horse. I thought I was having some type of heart attack last year. It was the first week in May of last year. Come to find out, I had too much caffeine in me. Every time I stood up, I almost passed out. My heart, come to find out, was beating 240 times a minute, something like that. And I just was too hooked on caffeine. They told me, your heart is strong, you have no blockages, especially for a bigger guy like me. I was very happy to hear that. And they said, you're having too much caffeine. Between the coffee I was drinking, tons of coffee, Excedrin for my migraines, that has caffeine in it. Those little packets of powder that you put in the bottled water to turn it into Kool-Aid or whatever. I had bought a whole bunch that had caffeine in it, and I didn't know. So I was just having the equivalent of between 15 and 20 cups of coffee a day. It was very bad for me. So I had to get myself off caffeine. So now I drink decaf when I feel like I want to have coffee, which I still have it almost every morning just because I really missed. I thought I would never have coffee because it was just for the caffeine, but I found out I missed the taste. So now I drink decaf. But you know, the heart is a very, you know, it's scary. You know, you get rushed to the emergency room in a ambulance, and you know, your family's going crazy, and you think you're gonna die, and all of a sudden, nothing matters anymore. You know, it didn't matter about all the clothes I wanted to donate. It didn't matter about, oh, I was saving this for sentimental. Now I'm thinking, this is it. I'm gonna die right here, and all that doesn't even matter. It's amazing how it puts things into perspective. It really is. Sorry, that's my rant. Misty, my backyard, it's a blessing. You know, you don't even realize it sometimes that everyone doesn't have this, so it's a real blessing. Cab 7, thanks for being here. I gotta run too. I'm just catching up with everyone real quick, making sure I didn't miss anything. Thanks for being here, Sharon. Thanks for being here, Misty. Michigander Man, Cab 7, Rob, Kooky. But I gotta get going, guys. I'm gonna try to get to the 45-minute mark here. That's another minute and a half. But listen, you know, take care of yourselves, because we don't realize that we're with people. You know, and I know people, they say, hey, you know, we all gotta die of something. But you know what? There are people who really want us around, and you affect more people than you know, whether it's family, friends. Those of us, not myself, but those of us, I'm in us in a group here, those of us that are grandparents, those of us that are great parents, those of us that are parents. You know, I'm sure your kids and grandkids, I mean, I lost all my grandparents, and you know, what you wouldn't do just for, you know, one more year, you know, one more day sometimes. I mean, my Italian grandmother, she died when I was 19, but you know, it's hard to believe that at almost 44 years old, that I've lived more of my life without her than with her. And she was, you know, I absolutely miss her every day of my life. And it's hard to believe that it's been, you know, almost 25 years that she hasn't been around. And I was just very, very close to her. And don't be the type of grandparent that doesn't think of other people. Don't be the type of parent that says, I don't care, I'll keep smoking until I die. And I mean, there's other people that are saying, oh, please, you know, I want you here every last day that you can be here because I love you so much, and all that. But sorry to get all serious and crazy and everything, and I'm not here to judge anybody. Mr. Getting, I'll be back. Get to the chopper, Rob. Get to the chopper. Oh, thanks. I was just about to call it. I was gonna get in and get started. I got some stuff to do, but no, thank you anyway. I appreciate that. Maybe they'll subscribe to me, and I'm gonna try to do another live stream later. If not later, then tomorrow. But I got to get back to streaming. I didn't do any live streams for 2 weeks, and I got to get back to, even if they're shorter ones. I did one the other day. Oh, these sirens! I did one the other day. I was trying to be longer than the 8 minutes that I did it, but this one is 45, almost 46 minutes. But I appreciate that. I hope you were entertained at the very least, or maybe something about me or about life. And like I try to say this in a lot of my live streams, whether you were here for a minute, 10 minutes, or the whole 46 minutes. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Please hit that, excuse me, I had a hair on my tongue. Hit that like button for me on the way out if you didn't do it on the way in. And may God richly bless you as we seek Him in truth and in justice in the American way. So yeah, love you too, Yeuna. And I'll be back.